straight with you guys. There are just some days when you're like, what the fuck am I doing, man? Fucking legs are the absolute worst. They're just brutal. And you know, my back hurts, my legs hurt. I'm on step 4 of 6, second time around through leg extensions or hammy curls. I mean, fucking fried. Just like we all go, you know, why the fuck are we doing this? And then I remember, like, oh shit. Of course it cuts off right there. Remember, oh shit, I gotta set the bar because I got people counting on me. So you gotta have a reason, and you gotta have a why, because that's the shit that will get you through this motherfucking workout. Yeah, guys, back in the car now, and honestly, man, that was one of the roughest leg workouts I've ever done. I've got this splitting headache, man. Like sometimes when I lift legs, it just feels like all the blood rushes to my head, especially after squats, between like the knee sleeves and the super tight belt. And it just fucks with my head, man. It gives me a massive headache. But, you know, after I made that video in the gym, I actually kind of motivated myself, which is, it's funny because it was meant to motivate you guys, but it motivated me to, you know, be that bar setter that I'm supposed to be. So today's workout was just insane, dude. 6 sets of hamstring curls, a warm-up for squats, 6 sets of squats after that, all from anywhere from 30 reps down to, we did 8 at the end with the drop set, double drop set from 3 plates down to 1 plate. Went over, did leg extensions, 6 sets of 20, back to hamstring curls. We did 5 sets of 20 there. Then we went over to do the abductor machine, and I did 5 sets of 20 there. And then the leg press was taken, so I did the we call it the girl leg press, so one where it's this way instead of this way, and so like your body moves up and down. And I did high, close feet position to work the quads, the outer quads a little bit more. And it was a set of 25, a set of 20, and then a set of 30 at the end. So it was only 3 sets there. And by that time, guys, I was shot. And so that was the one that had me waddling out. So be on the lookout, man, as I'm drafting up the final Unleashed workouts. You know, I'm going through this myself, and I'm kind of gauging where I'm at in the program with how many meals I've had, trying to figure out, you know, my energy level and what I can expect you guys to have as well. And my basic rule of thumb is like, you know, if I can do it, you can do it, and there's no excuses. So if you're doing everything I'm doing, you're eating the way I'm eating, you're sleeping the way I'm sleeping, you're getting enough rest, you're taking your T-Volve and your Cyphos, and you know, we've got the Chronos coming out here in a couple weeks. That's our extreme pro athlete version of our test booster. So T-Volve is the beginner, and then Chronos is the advanced. So if you're taking Chronos, this is you know, guys, this Unleashed program is an advanced bulking cycle. This isn't for somebody who's just getting started. This is some serious shit. So you're gonna want some sort of test booster in there, a natural test booster like Chronos or T-Volve. It's gonna help you get through this, and the Cyphos is gonna get you that pump you need to help stretch out the muscle fascia and force some growth. So all this being said, be ready to fucking work. All right, Sunday afternoon, we're on our way, and by us I mean me, to Costco, because we ran out of egg whites the other day, and when we went to Costco, they didn't have them in the store, which really made me very, very sad. So I literally ran out yesterday, and I didn't know what to do. I didn't have time to order them online. It was my own fault, so got to run there and grab them. I'm probably gonna grab a bunch of other stuff, guys. You know, I'm so tired of eating chicken. Just, I can't stand it. Here, let me turn this aperture down a little. It's probably blowing you guys out there. Yeah, totally sick and tired of eating chicken. I just can't do it, and it's just, there's a ton of it in my freezer, and I'm like, bleh. So yesterday we did pretty good. We ended up going out to eat once. We went to Cheesecake Factory, we went to the Exploratorium, then we went to Cheesecake Factory. I ended up having a burger and some fries. Not really on the menu, but I've been so steadfast with this diet, I thought I could afford it, so I went ahead and did it. But I packed, I'd gone to Mi Pueblo, the Mexican joint, the other day. I had half a burrito left, so I brought that with me. That's definitely a serving in itself, man. The thing was massive. It was like the Padre burrito is what they called it. It's definitely like overload. And I also brought some tri-tip and some rice noodles with me as a meal prep, so I killed both those. Ended up with 7 solid meals yesterday. When, you know, guys, I told you I was going to the doc about my ankle swelling, so what we determined is that I had ate out in Vegas for 3 days straight, and the food is loaded with like MSG and sodium. And for a guy like me that pretty much doesn't ever get any MSG in his diet, to do that for 3 days, drink a ton of water, get on an airplane, it just basically overloaded my body. And what happened is just all the water accumulated in my ankles from the flight, and I never flushed it out. So I just basically, we rubbed out the water and drank more water, and it's pretty much gone now. So I do not have congestive heart failure, thank God. I really wasn't too concerned that I had it. It was just weird, you know. And so good to know that my sports doc is on point with all that stuff and really putting my mind at ease. So that's what's going on there. Spent let's see, that was yesterday, so today is Sunday. Spent the entire morning trying to get this this new Genesis video dialed in. I think I'd explained that it had gotten stagnant, and I think Friday we had some in-studio time where I spit some motivational stuff at you, and then we went and did a workout with Howard afterwards. But the way it turned out, I'm very particular about our videos, and they have to have a certain quality to them or they just won't pass. And I'm very picky about the clips I use. I'm picky about the audio specifically, because audio, I feel, separates pros from amateurs. And when you hear somebody who's using a cheap microphone or using their iPhone, you know, we did that to start with, but I feel like we can present a much better product now. We want to appeal to people, and we really want to grab attention so that we have credibility. And when we had done the original shoot, I was actually sitting in this chair with my head down, and the boom mic was above me. And the thing is so directional that it didn't pick up my voice because I was looking down. I mean, it picked it up, but it sounded like I was in a box. And every time I listened to the first half of the video, I was getting pissed off. I'm like, crap, man, I don't know how to fix this. I spent probably 3 hours playing with audio filters, and I just couldn't get it to where I want. You know, audio is a thing where if it's not done right the first time, you're just screwed. So my solution, you guys are gonna like this, the solution was to grab the mic, watch the video with headphones on, and then in synchronization, I had to memorize what I had said, and then in sync, say everything all over again with the exact same intensity, the exact same voice I used. Everything had to be done all over again. And then I had to sync the audio with the video. It took me forever. But the point is, I'm such a perfectionist, I really think it came out, you know, looking like $1 million. The audio's on point, it sounds great, the video looks great. I'm really happy with it, and I think we're gonna really appeal to some people that were either on the fence about getting the Genesis program or haven't seen it. So we launched that today, and I'm really excited to see the response from you guys out there, and see what you guys think of the video, and see if we can pull some new people into the program and change some lives. So that's that. I'm pulling into Costco here. We're gonna get some egg whites, some other crap. I'm gonna look for some more Chilean sea bass. And then we're going to my parents' place for dinner. And they're probably gonna serve chicken or steak or something. So I'm on meal 3 right now. I just had shrimp with some brown rice. And if you're doing Genesis, it would be shrimp, coconut oil or olive oil, side of avocado, and a salad or some vegetables. That would be your deal. But I'm gonna try to eat one more time before I go to my folks' place. That'll be 4. Eat at my folks' place will be 5. When I get home will be 6. Go to the gym, have a protein shake. And then my final meal before bed will be number 7. And that's the goal today. So we're gonna stick with 7 meals for a couple more weeks. I'm not quite ready to bump up to 8 yet. I don't feel like it's needed because I'm still making progress. Gotta do cardio tonight too, because I didn't get up and do cardio this morning. I missed that morning cardio. And when is the best time, guys? If you haven't done cardio in the morning, it is post-workout. Although I'm not a fan of that because it steals your pump. But that being said, that's when I'm gonna be doing it, because I gotta get that in. All right, I gotta find a place to park in this madhouse because it's Sunday and everybody and their mom's here. All right, later. Back to my folks' place Sunday night. We ended up having some pasta, so we had some noodles and we had some really cool meat sauce that my mom makes. They grow these giant zucchinis in the backyard. They're amazing. they're like 3 feet long. My dad was saying they grow 3 to 4 inches a day, which is insane. So tried to minimize the fat, so we didn't put any cheese on there, and we were able to get the carbs up, obviously, because they like white pasta. So I went ahead and indulged, had some white pasta. Genesis diet, real simple solution to this would be do what Priscilla did, and she put spinach at the bottom of the bowl, a bunch of spinach, dumped all the pasta sauce on top, and it was that easy. And so basically she had spinach with pasta sauce on top, and it actually tastes really, really good. And the combination of the cold spinach and the warm pasta is actually kind of cool on the palate. It tastes really good. That's how you handle the Genesis diet. So anyway, we're back here at the house, but I kind of wanted to touch on something that's a huge topic on the internet and even on social media here all the time. And I'm at the point where I was going to go lift tonight. Today was going to be back day, but my body is really exhausted right now. And what's happened is, as I'm starting to put on more size, actually, one of the things I found on my doc, my arms are falling asleep terribly when I go to bed. And to the point where within 20 minutes of trying to lay down and go to sleep, they're both like from shoulder to my hands gone, just asleep. And it's actually becoming painful, where it feels like they're on fire as they wake up. So I saw the doc, and he was saying there's a nerve cluster that's underneath pec minor that runs through the bottom of the arm here, because actually it's like deep in here is where I feel it starting. And as my pecs are getting bigger, as I roll my shoulders forward when I sleep, it's cutting off the nerve. So it's pinched the nerve, and the nerve doesn't like it. So that is something I'm dealing with, but it's been about 4 or 5 days of like really broken sleep. And you hear this all the time on the internet. We talk about overtraining and needing a rest. And one thing that's going on in the Unleash program that you guys are going to find out is that right now I have one rest day in there. I think it's like day 19. After that, there just isn't any in there. And that's how I train. I don't take rest days. My rest day is like, oh, it's forearm day, or I got cardio. But I do hit times when I feel this extreme exhaustion. And if I go to the gym, I think it would be worse than if I were to stay home, because I think I'd have a really bad workout. And so that's kind of how I'm feeling right now. Hang on, guys. Hey, Mia. Take those upstairs. Y'all done eating?
Yeah.
Okay. Take that upstairs. You want to say hi? Okay, come.
Hi.
You have to carefully, don't bump the tripod, but say hi.
Hi.
All right. Give me kisses. Go to bed. I'll be up there in just a second, okay? So what I need you to do is go upstairs with that and have Mommy help you brush teeth, and I'll be right upstairs. Thanks.
The video's still taping?
It is.
So, you're taping the bedtime thing?
Yes, I am. So head on up there.
You guys.
Thanks. So overtraining. Basically, I don't believe in overtraining. And a lot of the pros you'll see don't believe in overtraining. And what you're going to find out is that if you eat properly, you have enough nutrition, you rest enough, there really isn't a thing as overtraining. Your body's going to tell you when you need to rest. You might be tired. You may be like, oh man, this morning sucks. I got 6 hours sleep or 5 hours sleep. You're going to feel it that day. But days like today where my body, I can't even keep my eyes open. I have this I was driving over to my parents' place and I'm starting to nod off and stuff. I'm like, okay, this is my body's way of saying, I really need to go to sleep. And it's 7:30 right now, and I feel like if I went to the gym, I just have a crappy workout. And it's one of those times when no matter how hard I would push, my mind wouldn't be in it because I'm so exhausted. That's when I take a rest day. Other than that, I don't believe in overtraining. I don't think 1,000 rep shoulder workout is overtraining. I think it shocks your muscles, and there's gonna be some inflammation and stuff that goes on. You may go catabolic for a little bit. Who knows? Depends on what you eat. Did you bring a protein shake? Did you bring carbs? Have you been eating properly that day? Did you take your intras? You drink your BCAAs during your workout? There's all sorts of things that can happen during a 2.5 hour workout. But if you're eating right, it shouldn't be a problem, because what I see a bunch of people that chime in on social media and they say things like, "Oh, that's overtraining. You're gonna get hurt. You're gonna go catabolic." And you smoke these guys out. I'm like, I haven't heard anybody with 23-inch arms, not that I have them, mine are 20, but I haven't heard anybody with over 20-inch arms say, oh yeah, you're overtraining. You don't hear that. You just don't hear that. It's from people that don't want to put in the effort, or have read something somewhere that, is taken out of context, or it was an old study, or who knows where it came from. And yeah, you know what? Probably right now in the comments, we've got 1,000 people that say, oh, there's this study and that study. I'm like, you know what? Screw your studies. I don't really care, because none of the guys in those studies look the way the pros do. None of them look like the way we do. So I have standards, and I don't believe in overtraining. I believe that your body will tell you when it's time to rest. I don't believe that you can work too hard. That's just not in my vocabulary. I don't believe that you should think, okay, I got 8 sets to go, so I should save some energy. That's just not the way we operate. We don't operate that way. We look at what we're doing right then and there, and we see the finish line, and we cross it. And that's the end of that. End of story. Overtraining is for pussies. That's the end of it. Sorry, guys. If you don't like it, whatever. You don't have to like it. That's just my opinion. So if you're going to complain about overtraining, or I hear complaints about overtraining, I'm like, well, there's the door, guys, because this is what we do. All that to say, I'm taking a rest day today. I'm going to relax. I'm probably going to, actually, for once in my life, I'll probably turn the TV, but I'm not going to watch mindless TV. I'm probably going to rent something like Batman versus Superman, because I haven't seen it, kick my feet up, get my meals in tonight, and I'm going to go to sleep. I'm going to rest my body. If I fall asleep during the movie, more power to me. I just feel like I need to be here resting, letting my body recover, and I'm not going to be up till 2 a.m. I got a meal coming up here in like half an hour, and then a meal at 10, and after 10 o'clock, I can sleep, and that's what I'm going to do. So in the Unleashed program, guys, I think I'm going to end up taking out that one rest day, which is day 19 right now, and I'm going to put a clause in there somewhere that says, when you feel like you're overtrained. Well, actually, I probably won't even say that. There'll probably be a deal like I got going on right now that says, when you feel like you need to rest, when you feel like your body is telling you to rest, then you rest. But until then, I expect you guys to work 110%. And I expect you to push yourself to the limit. Because this program is not a beginner program. This is not, I just started lifting weights yesterday. This is, I know what I'm doing, and I'm ready to break through some plateaus. That's what this program's about. So if you are considering yourself an intermediate, advanced weightlifter, bodybuilder, fitness enthusiast, whatever it is, this is what you're going to bump into. You need that next level push, and that's what Unleash is going to be. So you're going to have to know your body good enough to go, it's a rest day today. And so it may not take you 84 days. It may take you 90 days, or it may take you 100 days, depending on how many rest days you get in there. In 12 weeks, you took 12 rest days. Maybe you're a guy or girl that needs to rest once a week. If that's you, so, tack on another 12 days to the program. So you got 96 days to go instead of 84. I'm going to go ahead and adjust that in Unleashed, and I'm going to let you guys make the choice on when you want to rest. So, fuck your overtraining. There is no such thing. And on that note, I'm going to put my kid to bed. I'm going to go eat again, and I'm going to rest. And I'll catch up with you guys in the morning. Monday morning, guys, here back in the studio. We are excited because the new video we dropped, the Genesis video, is going really well, man. We're getting a ton of good responses. Of course, there's always going to be haters that, drop a load of crap on me and us, but the overall consensus, I think we're running like 90% positive comments. People are really motivated. So, excuse me. We did what we set out to do. We did great things, man. We're really excited about it. And it looks like the people that are watching it are excited too. So, boom, huge win for us. And let's see, this morning's breakfast did 8 egg whites, 2 whole eggs, those Kodiak protein pancakes. If you're doing Genesis, guys, again, like I always say, and you want eggs, go back to the whole eggs to get your fats in. Yeah, it's about 6 grams of protein per egg, and I think like 3.6 grams of fat or something like that. I don't know. But just double check, guys. I don't remember off the top of my head. Get as much fat as you can from your eggs, and then add extra at the end. So fun things to do. Chop up some onion, dice up some bell peppers, whatever you like. Canadian bacon I stick in there sometimes for extra protein, so I don't have to have so many eggs. You can cook up regular bacon because the fats are okay when you're doing keto. Chop that stuff up, throw it in the omelet. Cheese is fine. I don't like a whole lot of dairy in my diet, but I make exceptions for omelets. That's absolutely fine for me. So that would be your breakfast. Meal 2, probably going to do, I think I'm going to spend about an hour and a half here doing customer service, checking some of our advertising, see how that's going. I'm going to run to the gym. We're going to do back workout today. Maybe hamstrings. I don't know. I'm going to be separating hams and quads, so I'm trying to decide what day I want to do it on. But we're going to be running in there today at 10 a.m. to do that. Probably gonna do an egg white shake right before I go. I'll pack my whey protein shake with carb powder for post. If you guys are doing Genesis, you want a real meal in there, guys. If you're gonna do an egg white shake, throw in some almond butter, some PB2 ice. I like to drop some spinach in that bad boy. Spinach actually has a really good taste to it. You'd be shocked how good it tastes. It'll come out like green, but it's because it's spinach, but it'll taste good. You get your vegetables, you get everything in there. Down that bad boy, head to the gym. If you are doing targeted keto, if you're finding that it's hard to get your calories in and stick to the 30 grams of carbs per day, and you're gonna bump that up to 50 or 80 grams of carbs per day, watch to make sure that you're gonna get in keto. This is really important. Everybody's body's different. Target that carb intake before and after your workout. So if you need to get those calories in, I prefer that those come from trace carbs from your fats. If not, and you're gonna actually throw some carbohydrates in there, then go ahead, but make sure overall your entire day you don't exceed 50 to 80 grams of carbohydrates. And this again is for people that are having a hard time hitting their calories. If they're way too low, having only 30 grams of carbs a day. So you would do that before your workout and post-workout. So that's what we're doing there. The rest of the day, I'm not really sure what's going on. I gotta finish up this video from last week where I missed a day or two, I think, guys. So my apologies on that. I was just so busy with this new video and getting some other things dialed in. We're bringing, sorry guys, excuse me, bringing David Larson on board full time. We're really excited about that. David did a back workout with us not too long ago. He's got a killer story, he's motivated, and he's actually going to be working on his own program. So he's got a lot to offer. David's actually a chef, so we're gonna have some recipes. We're gonna do some videos for recipes with him, and he'll probably be on for weekly content when the mobile app comes out. So we'll probably get David in the kitchen cooking, showing you guys what to do. So that's really, really exciting for us. He's a great addition to the Body Spartan team. Gonna get him on the site, hopefully today or tomorrow, and get you guys dialed in with learning about David, meeting him, getting his Instagram up to par, that sort of stuff, getting him some cool photos for IG, and really just making him available to you guys so you can see what he's doing and follow him. So that's this morning. Yep, let's go get it.